Man, that is like gelatinous. Oh, you can hear it really working. You can hear it sucking, and then wild, that is so crazy. If your mornings are anything like mine, your floors don't stand a chance. Between spilled juice, sticky syrup, and a toddler experimenting with gravity, it's a full-time job keeping my floors clean. So we put two Dreame vacuums to the test, the G10 Pro and the G10 Combo. Not in the lab, but in the messiest part of my house, the kitchen floors. Both vacuums promise powerful suction, cordless convenience, and the holy grail of cleaning, mopping and vacuuming at the same time. The G10 Pro has dual-edge cleaning and self-cleaning brush that rotates in both directions. The Combo actually converts into a handheld vacuum for stairs, area rugs, and carpets. So it offers a 2-in-1 system. But let's go ahead and put these to a real test to show you exactly how they perform. First, we started out with fresh squeezed chaos, orange juice. And with my son, he doesn't just spill it, he pours it. Oh, amazing. Holy cow. Next up, syrup. Thick, sticky, and pretty much designed to ruin your mornings. Oh man, that is like gelatinous. Oh, you can hear it really working. Not sticky at all. Then we raised the stakes with hot sauce. Who doesn't love a spicy morning? Wow, one pass. Why stop there? We added ketchup and mustard to the party. The classic cookout combo. Whoa, it did it in one pass. This is wild. I am just blown away by how impressive this is. Last but not least, coffee grounds. Super obnoxious to spill and even more obnoxious to clean up. So after running all these tests, let me kind of go over the biggest differences of why you would buy one versus the other. Well, for instance, if you have a lot of carpeted areas in your house, you're going to want to go with the G10 Combo. Yes, you can vacuum with the G10 Pro, but you have to wait for the roller to dry up, but that can take about an hour's worth of time. Instead of doing that, why not grab the Combo where you can quickly swap it out for the handheld vacuum, vacuum all the dry stuff that you need, and then swap it back out to the wet dry vacuum. I'm going to show you how easy it is to switch out the G10 Combo. So the G10 Combo, you can actually remove this, make it into a stick vacuum, and you're just right to vacuuming your floors. The other bigger reason why you'd get the Combo is it has a longer runtime, 50 minutes versus 35 minutes on the G10 Pro. However, if you live in a house that's mostly tile and hardwood, the G10 Pro should be able to do the job perfectly fine for you. It doesn't have quite as long as a runtime with only 35 minutes, but the G10 Pro can tackle any type of hard surface perfectly. I'm gonna have her show us how easy it is to clean this mop, and she's never done it before. This is her first time messing with it. You just need to return it back to the base. You can wheel it over. Yep, that's easy enough. I would pick it up, but she's pregnant, so no heavy lifting. And then you just hit this button up here, and it cleans itself. Amazing, huh? Yeah, for sucking up some syrup and orange juice, looking pretty good. And there was coffee too. Where the G10 Pro shines is it has edge-to-edge cleaning. So if you can see that on the G10 Combo, this edge does not clean, so you can't button this up against walls. With the G10 Pro, you can button this up against both sides and run across the wall. So let's do a test against the wall to see how good it cleans up edge to edge. One pass. Whoa, it got everything. Okay, so now let's try the corner. All right, here we come. Let's see if we can get that all the way in that edge. Okay, so that edge looks really clean. So if you look at that edge, everything but that one little speck. And then now let's try this side. Holy cannoli. Just in the very corner, you still have a little bit of oatmeal. That's the only thing it wasn't able to get. But besides that, look at that job with one pass. So I'm gonna do this test where my son eats. This edge of the wall just gets disgusting. It's a pain in the butt. I have to bend over and wipe it up all the time, but not anymore with this G10 Pro. Let's bring back the syrup. Okay, I'm just gonna put it closer to the wall. Ooh, see how this goes. Let's get this up against the wall as close as possible. Oh yeah, let's also add a little bit of coffee in there, so that will help you see how that does up against the edges. Whoa. One pass, there's one pass. Two passes. Whoa, this just picked up everything. Look at that. Very good. It did miss one spot right here. I actually needed to caulk this after I did this remodeling job. So that is kind of my fault. You shouldn't really have stuff going underneath the baseboard. It's not gonna be able to suck it up. But for the most part, it's got everything clean. There is a little slight line along the edge, but for what it does, it's pretty good. And this is a perfect machine for my wife. 7 months pregnant. We're excited for this little bun in the oven to come. Hard for her to bend over and wipe things up. Now, Instead of having to bug me, which I'm probably not gonna do it until she asks me 5 times, now she can just do it herself. So let's go ahead and just dive right into what I love about these machines. First off is I'm saving so much time. Rather than having to go grab a broom, dust it into a dustpan, throw it in the trash, and get a mop bucket ready, mop, and then clean that bucket, I literally can just grab this machine off the charger, go straight to the mess, and start attacking it. Super simple, super fast, and it's only about 1/3 of the time. The other thing is the convenience factor. These are super simple to clean. With my previous wet dry vacuums, the tank is very disgusting to clean. It's one of those things that I actually have to clean, pull out the filter on the bottom, and then rinse it all out, reassemble it, and then put it back in the machine. With the Dreame G10 versions, all I literally do is pull out that dirty water tank, throw it in the toilet, rinse it out a little bit, and it's good to go. I do have to refill it with clean water every once in a while and also some solution, but that's the most maintenance you're gonna have to really do with this because of the self-cleaning features. You can literally just set it on the charge base, hit the self-cleaning button, and within a few minutes it cleans the roller pad very efficiently. And then probably the best thing about these units is the price. For $2.99 or $3.99, I can't believe you're getting such a great product at such a budget-friendly price. But these things are not perfect. So let's go ahead and just dive into what could be improved on the machines. One thing is that I wish that the tanks were just a little bit bigger. If you're using this on turbo mode, it does use the water up pretty quickly, and also the dirty water tank can fill up pretty quickly. Just keep that in mind that if you're doing a larger job, you're probably better not using turbo mode so that you don't have to keep rechanging the water. The second thing is the runtime. It's not super long, so you're getting about a 35-minute runtime on the G10 Pro and about a 50-minute runtime on the G10 Combo. And the recharge time is going to be about 3 hours. So just keep that in mind with your cleaning, that this is more designed for like sticky messes, quick cleanups, but not really doing your whole house if you live in like a 3,000 square foot house. Ultimately, the G10 Pro and Combo are great entry-level wet dry vacuums, perfect for smaller households. If you're looking for something that can handle larger households, look into the Dreame H14 Pro. Oh, and then one other thing to keep in mind is that the self-cleaning function does not work when the unit is below 20% battery. It takes a fair amount of battery to run the cleaning function, so just keep that in mind that if you're below 20% and you've ran into a really sticky mess, you have to wait for the unit to be charged above 20% to get it cleaned up. One con to the handheld vacuum on the Combo is that if it does hit some high pile carpet, the vacuum can shut off just due to too much resistance in the roller brush. Oh, and then the last thing is it doesn't quite handle massive particles. So I sucked up my son's pancakes. It actually sucked up perfectly fine, but what it did was it got behind the mop pad. I had to remove the mop pad to do a full cleaning of it. So keep that in mind. You can go ahead and suck up those larger items, but for me, I'd rather just pick it up so I don't actually have to clean the unit afterwards. However, this seems to be an unavoidable challenge for all machines in the industry. But overall, I've been loving these machines. These would make a great addition for pretty much anyone, especially for people with toddlers. You don't have enough time to actually sit down and sweep and mop every single day. There's not a huge runtime on either units, so a small house or a college student, these are going to be great for them. And then this is going to be perfect for the person who's a neat freak. Really, I could never keep my house this clean. My floors are the cleanest they've been since I've had my son. So that's a huge testament to how convenient and how easy these machines operate. Check out the links in the description below. We're going to have a full run review at freshlycharged.com, and make sure that when you clean your floors, use a wet dry vacuum to cut the time in half.